I find that when things are good, I'm unable to write about much of anything. I fear that for now there are no words in my complacency. My mind is no longer a clutter with the pains of discontentment and hope, because I believe that all of my hard work will bring to fruition the kind of life that I've always wanted, one where I'm enjoying myself no matter how much stress is put on me.
I believe that as a species, human beings define their reality through misery and suffering.
It is to that end that I've come to wonder the same thing that many people who attempt creation do. Is good art the result of pain and strife? If those things are gone, would all my words disappear too? Every page, every note, every tone might fly apart, like shimmering embers into the night sky. And haven't I said that before? This is when that obsessive mind, the one that used to drudge up thoughts of demons and destruction, can rear its ugly head and remind me of all of the bad and none of the good. Tidbits and odd mistakes that wake me in the night, like that time I accidentally let slip that my best friend was cheating on his girlfriend, to his girlfriend. Or that time I called my sister a retard. She's not retarded, she's deaf, and that was really cruel. I can do little else but shake the thoughts away, and say it's the past and try to sleep again, only to wake again realizing the normality of my situation. It could be worse, I think.
For about 70 cents, you can buy a can of soda, regular or diet. In Ethiopia, for just 70 cents a day, you can feed a child like Jamal nourishing meals.
There outside my windowsill, I see snow falling, and like the pessimist I am, I wonder just how long that will happen. New England just isn't the same anymore. Lightly falling flakes drift in and out of my vision only to be melted within hours, and I have to wonder why I go to the darkest parts of myself to feel better. After all, I've never experienced the end. I have never died. I have come close, like that time I was teaching my son to drive, and he almost rear-ended a Mack truck, and I couldn't stop yelling for 20 minutes about how texting and driving can kill you. He wasn't even texting, and then I try to remind myself it could be worse. Which is most likely the reason why I love apocalyptic movies and literature, specifically post-apocalyptic stories, where we seek to find some new beginning out of the ashes of some cataclysmic end. As I've said before, I do not dream much anymore, but when I used to, the persistent dream is often marred by some devastating event that brought destruction to the human race. Comets, supernova, gamma ray bursts, etc. But I do not worry about these things much, just revel in the fact that it could be worse. I could be pretending to be happy, and that would be much worse. So what do I do when I recognize that I'm happy and things could be worse? Some subconscious need for darkness? I'll judge the lives of others. I light fire to their lives and act as if I had the right to judge them. I get worse than that. I note their picket fences, their pinched faces, while they mow their lawns and drive Mercedes-Benz. They bald, they tire, they get diabetic necrosis, their sex lives go down the toilet. Book clubs, Viagra, and the paleo diet. Then they pretend it was all worthwhile. Could it be worse than that? Take into account this. I came upon some discarded picture discs of some random couple's trip to Italy, and out of curiosity, I decided to look at them. And I hated them, without even knowing them. I like to think that they may be taking some long-needed respite from a tired existence in the US. I like to think that it was on their bucket list to go to Florence and Rome and look like douches for a few days. Part of me is absolutely sure that they are not happy. Not at all. There are 53 photos of buildings I'm sure they knew nothing about until they read the plaque. Take 43 desperate to save your marriage photos that are in pristine high definition. But Jesus fuck, are you kidding me? Take only one shitty grainy photo of Michelangelo's most beautiful piece of work. Like it's some discarded, antiquated piece of shit that you don't care about. Do you even understand? It's the only piece of work that he ever signed. The effort that went into it, the passion, the love. Over 500 years have passed since it was sculpted. Millions of eyes have adored it. I'm not even a Christian, and yet I appreciate it more than you appreciated it. Sure, I may be judgmental, but seriously, 13 photos of the floor of St. Peter's? They were tan before they even got there. They're both wearing Fitbits. I can see why this was discarded. They never planned on looking at them after they took them. It's all of this that makes it difficult for me to see their happiness. I could swear they're pretending. No one could be that happy. Why am I like this? Maybe they're philanthropic and kind. Maybe they're better than me. Is it really so difficult for me to believe that I'm happy, contented, and adjusted, that I project upon unsuspecting people the insecurities of the past? I project that they don't appreciate art because I'm not creating any. Huh. That'd be a great idea for a video.
I broke the broom handle off of that vagina. It was so good. I love it.